Hello there, Wallow Warriors, and welcome to the first War is Coming weekly preview. I'm going to be doing this every single week in the group stage and onwards. I'll be doing a weekly video where I look at the teams who are going to be facing up over the next week of War is Coming, giving my thoughts on the tournament so far, and having a look at the overview and how things have gone down in the last week as well. So this is the first week now of the War is Coming group stage. It has got underway, and as you can see on your screens, on my screen in this internet tab, we have got the WSVG.net website. This is where the tournament is really being, well, hosted / ran from. They've got all of the teams and the groups here, and it's all going to be tracked through this website. You can get to this website through WSVG.net /WIC -groups. The link is in the description below, and it's a really good place to get a good overview of the tournament and how things are going. Now at the top you can see this banner. Obviously it says the live streams and all of that jazz. The games are going to be streamed live on the Voobly channel, the AOC Zone channel, and the Voobly stream channel, and although my link is not on there, I will also be streaming the games, but it's not on there because I am not, quote, official, unquote. But I will be casting the recorded games, and I think actually going into this tournament, the recorded games are going to be a very good way to get a good overview of the games and how the tournament is going. Now, the group stages, I'll explain how it's going to work really briefly and give you an idea of just how many games are going to be played here. Now, each group acts as a round robin, and there's going to be 5 weeks of the group stage, with 2 sets being played from each group each week. That means that each week, because there are 8 groups, and there are going to be 2 sets in each group, there's going to be 16 sets of games each week, and each set of games will have 5 or more games as well, 6 games in fact. So that's 16 sets times by a minimum of 6 games each, and suddenly you've got 96 games on your hands, and that's 96 games each week of the group stage, which is going to be played, which are going to be played in the War is Coming tournament. That's a absolute ton of games there. I almost swore because there's that many games. So yeah, 60 odd games going to be played, 90 odd games, sorry, going to be played each week, and it's going to be pretty difficult to keep track of all of those games, and that's why I'm doing these weekly videos and letting you guys also give some input into what you want to see. So let's get down to it and really discuss more in depth now about how this is going to work and how I will be doing my coverage of the tournament as well, due to the fact that I won't be streaming the live games. Now, as I say, there's 96 games each week of this tournament, and looking at the scheduling, these guys are having to schedule against each other now. The majority of those games, I'd say about 80% of those games, are going to be played on Saturday and Sunday of the week of the tournament, between about 1 PM GMT and 7 PM or 9 PM GMT, sorry. So there's going to be like a 8-hour window on Saturday and Sunday where about 80% of those 96 games are going to be played. That's a lot of games in a very short space of time. I imagine that all live streams, live stream 1, 2, and 3, are going to be running simultaneously, and they are going to, I think they're going to struggle getting all of these games streamed live. And if you want to watch, let's just say you want to watch Tyrant versus whoever they're playing this week, CJX, and you want to watch, I don't know, ARG versus whoever they're playing against, the chances are those games are going to be played at the same time on 2 different streams, and it's going to be pretty difficult to catch everything live, simply because the sheer number of sets, the sheer number of games that are playing each week. So the way that I want to do this is, because I'm streaming the recorded games, all the games are going to be played on the weekend, or most of them are going to be played on the weekend, on the Friday to the Sunday. And then the following Monday to the following Friday, those 5 days, that's when I'm going to be casting the recorded games from the previous weekends. Now, with these major tournaments, a lot of people out there work, a lot of people have to go to university, and very few games get played midweek. So during Monday to Friday, I'm going to be casting as many of the previous weekend's games as possible. So for that reason, if you do come to this website, expect to see some spoilers if you're waiting for my commentary, because I will be casting the recorded games and the actual scores will be updated live. So just bear that in mind. Now, each week, it's getting quite complicated, I know, but bear with me. Each week, we have a certain amount of games in each group. We have 2 sets of games in each group. So if we have a quick look at Group 1 right here, we can see that this week, Tyrant Legends are facing up against Czech Forever, and China JX are facing up against the original Taco team. This is the week commencing the 17th of November. Now, the week commencing the 24th of November, it's going to be China JX versus the Tyrant Legends. Then it's going to be NC and Friends in Armor versus Czech Forever, and so on and so forth. So these games are going to be scheduled 2 sets each week. And if you want to come over to this website, you can see which sets are going to be played and when, just by checking each group. So as you can see there, we got some games being scheduled already. But the first two in each group stage, they're the ones that are going to be played this week, and these are the ones that I will be casting next week from Monday to Friday. Now, as you can imagine, a lot of games, 96. I don't think in those 5 days that I'm going to be able to cast 96 games. So for that reason, what I want to do is open a poll, and I have a poll ready and waiting for you guys to vote which sets of games you want to see each week. So this week, the poll is open. The link is in the description to this video, and I want you guys to go there, and I want you guys to vote for which sets of games you want to see. And basically, I will cast as many of those games as possible, but I'll do them in the order of the most votes to the least votes. So the chances are you guys are going to want to see Tyrant Legends versus Czech Forever. So if you go to the poll, you can vote for as many teams as you like, and you can do that. In fact, what I'll do is go to the poll right now, and I'll give you an example. So here's the poll. War is coming week 1, and you guys can vote for which sets you want to see here. These are the 16 sets of games that are being played in the week 1 of the tournament. Now, if you want to see Nadia's Boys versus Cosmopolitan Super Kings, you can click that. If you want to see, I don't know, Saibi versus Kotowari, you can click that. And when you've chosen the ones you want to see, the ones you really want to see the most, click that submit button. Those results will be sent to me, and I can basically cast them in the order that you guys vote for. Chances are I won't be able to do every single one, but you can guarantee that I will be casting as many as I possibly can. Now, before we continue any further, let's actually have a look at these groups and actually have a look at who these teams are and exactly what to look out for, I think. Now, if we go down to the bottom of the group stage, you can see this big write-up down here. This was done by Andrew, aka Democracy of Gods. It's pretty huge, a lot of information in here, and whilst a lot of it is opinion-based, he has got some good points, and I would definitely give this a read if you guys have the time or the inclination. I don't agree with everything he writes in here, but I think it's a really nice write-up, and I definitely give it a look. Now, I think that Group 8 is going to be very interesting and one of the most competitive groups out there. I think that CKF are definitely going to be one to watch out for, since they have Tim. In fact, if you actually want to see the composition of a team, you simply click on the team name and you can see exactly who belongs to that team. You can see that the Chinese Kung Fu CKF team have Jeffrey, IMOK, PBTD, they've got Tim in here, they've got Super Zoo, they've got CBJ Lang, some really big names and names that you've probably seen on this channel before as well. And you can also see their next match, which is going to be against the Master Clan League this weekend, actually. So, they are definitely ones to watch out for. Group 8 looking really competitive. They've got MCL in there and POJ as well as the ARG B team, which could certainly give some of these guys a run for their money as well. Group 1 and 2, that's where you're going to find the Tyrant guys. You've got 2 Tyrant teams in this tournament. You've got Tyrant Legends and Tyrant Warlords. The Tyrant Legends are the big ones, big favorites, with Cab the Viper, Envy, Jordan23, and Doubt. And the Tyrant Warlords, still don't underestimate them, Riot, Fire, Jidba, Backed, and so that's the groups. You can check it all out on this website, and like I say, get voting, because on next Monday, I'm going to be casting as many of these games as I possibly can. If you've got any questions, any queries, anything you want to know, leave a comment in this video and I'll do my best to answer them. But that's it for me. I'll see you guys next week with another overview video to give you any updates and get you up to speed with how this tournament is going down. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. As usual, I have been Zach, and I will see you next time.